How you doing, guys? GoryTZ here. I have let me adjust my camera a little bit. Still trying to figure out the a nice angle. But anyways, today, excuse the background noise. I don't know. I decided to do something, but 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 uh, well, managed to get my hands on a Gloryfinder bundle. Yeah. So let's do an unboxing for sure. So I do have to give a shout out to JP Curtains. I bought two from them, and they shipped out pretty fast. I bought them this weekend, and well, they arrived literally the next day. So I was literally impressed. Like that, it just took 2 days. They're amazing. So if you are planning on buying on TCG Player and see their name, they are highly recommended. So yeah. Anyways, so starting off by opening the box. Cool. And here we go. So I don't want to be too excited for this, and I don't know why. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Now I don't want to be too excited for this, because it kind of has its pros and cons depending on how you look at it, and I want to say the pros and cons at the end for sure. But yeah, anyways, this is a beautiful box. You can see here, ignoring the glare in there, have Mono, Belphomet, Nadia, and I forgot his name. I don't even play the actual digital game, so I'm just going for what I remember. So you can see here the bottom of the box. The other side of the box, you can see this has the Shadowverse logo, all the different craft, including a neutral one, and then on the other side you still have the neutral one. So you can see here beautiful art with all four of them. So that is pretty cool. So let's give it a quick open this really quick. I really don't want to do too long of a deck of a video for sure, because I do have to do a couple of other things. My time right now, it's a little bit limited, so yeah. So opening it up, obviously you probably already seen this a couple times. You can see all four decks in here, and it's pretty amazing. If you can just grab 4 friends, or you could just have different options to play in case you are bored. So let me get the structure decks out here in the corner. And the good thing about this, same with the Vanguard Stride decks, the premium deck sets, the box is the same way. It feels pretty good. I really like it. So it's a big win to have one for Shadowverse. So yeah. Anyways, we have the instructions in here, or deck set, with all the cards available at the disposal. You can see here with nice artwork and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. You can see here, and obviously there's nothing in the back. So all right, I'm gonna put this to the side. 4 counters. Obviously you have the health, damage in case you need to put ward or anything else, and if I'm not mistaken, those are instruction sheets. So obviously if you want to teach someone, obviously this is probably the way to do it. So yeah, anyways, beautiful box. I really like it. Obviously just remove the excess foam. I'm a little bit of a crazy guy and usually use the foam for stuff and to separate cards from time to time. So yeah, one thing is for sure, now that I just noticed that, is that the top part seems to be a little bit different. So obviously this doesn't really fit in here, but this fits in here. So you can just put a deck box on top and playmat on the bottom, so you can carry this on the go. So expect to see a lot of people on regionals taking this. It's an amazing box just to carry around stuff. So alright, here we go. I have a deck box in here. You can see here it fits perfectly, but it does not fit in the bottom, so just keep that in mind. But this is actually a pretty good feature, and I really love when they do that, for sure. I don't know if they fit a bigger one. Nope. But at least this is pretty good if you just want to keep your deck box like that. So, yeah. Alright. Anyways, big box aside, let's go into the decks. So, like I said, I don't want to do a too in-depth deck review. Sorry, I don't want to go too much into the decks for sure. But this is probably this is going to be the main selling point of it. I already did a market watch last week about like some of the cards in here slowly skyrocketing. Obviously, the fact that people might not buy it for that price, but we already see that the Baphomet leader already got bought for $25. So just by the looks of it, if you want to get the Glory exclusive cards, you might want to, you know, pay a pretty penny for sure. Let me see if I can focus there. And there we go. So, starting off with the one I want, my favorite one for sure. Really enjoy the cards in here. From this set, it's going to be Baphomet. I already have a couple sleeves in here, since I just mainly want to collect cards from here. I mean, I bought two because, well, ones are for collections and the other ones are for to play with them. But yeah, you can see Baphomet. Baphomet is not the hardcover card, as you can see. Usually, all the other leaders have the white back, but this ones are just different. They're just common. They don't foil. They don't have any foiling, and they cannot be scanned. That's the only disappointing part about it. Obviously, this set already went down in price a little bit. I think we got ours for 110 each one. Obviously, I think retail was $90 to $100, so it was still a little bit pricey. But for the people that were paying 150, yeah, it's a little bit disappointing that, well, not all the cards in here are foil. Well, not even a single card in here is foil. So yeah, starting with the Glory exclusive cards, let me just separate some of them in here. So we have Trispone, Electo, and Megalera, and then we have one copy. Well, everything is one copy. Obviously, this is just a single tin format for sure. But obviously, you can see here, these are going to be your Glory cards. And let me go really quick into all the other Glory exclusive cards. So this is probably going to be your main bread and butter. And the reason why you just basically just buy this product in general. Obviously, some of the reprints are amazing, and I will go through them in a second. But you can see here, these are the Glory exclusive cards that, well, like I said, they are pretty good. Obviously, you get some wall points. They blew their chance. This wall points could have been like with the black border, like the Japanese ones from the structure deck. But, well, I don't know when we're gonna get those, but yeah. So from the Baphomet deck, you can see here, obviously this is going to be the main win con if you're going to get this deck for sure. With the Machina cards and all the stuff, obviously this will probably be amazing. It will probably be better once set 7 comes out, where they have more Machina cards for sure, and you can start cycling through your deck and all that stuff. Obviously, you have cards like this guy, Acceleratium, or you can just basically search for any Machina card, and it's pretty good. This search, it just draws you 2 cards and then puts 2 into the bottom, so it's amazing. So you don't have to put cards into the bottom of the deck. And obviously, these guys do effects by themselves, but yeah. This we got it as a promo, and this I think is a win con if something about Armageddon counters, but this sounds like a very gimmicky card for sure. So yeah, let's get all the Gloryfinder cards out of the way in here. But those are all the Runecraft cards for sure. Oh yeah, forgot. Very important. Neutral, Loki. I think we have one Odin and somewhere in here, but yeah. So for good reprints, obviously we do got, well, Bahamut is a pretty good reprint. I think we have Israfil in one of the other decks, is cool. Surefire Bullet is pretty good. This is good, this is good, this is good for at least Gloryfinder wise. Obviously, Draw Power is amazing. Death Spread is just good, especially since you can revive other cards. Execution is an amazing card. And from here on, all the other cards are basically just bread and butter cards. But at least reprint wise, obviously a Bahamut is actually pretty good, and then Surefire Bullet is pretty good. All the other cards are a little bit gimmicky. Obviously Dark Alice got reprinted here. It is pretty good to have her reprinted in here. But other than that, well, yeah. And obviously Deep Water Anomaly, I did a Deep Water Anomaly deck for Gloryfinder. If you want to go and check it out. The only problem with this card is you only lose to execution, but I'll probably just do an update on the deck if you want to secure your win. But the deck is actually pretty good and pretty fun. So yeah, that's the first one out of the way. Let's go with Mono. Get the Machina cards out of the way first. So, let me get another sleeve in here. You can see here, Mono, same thing as all the other structure decks. The cards are not foil, so like again, a little bit disappointing. You cannot scan them. So yeah, let me get another sleeve for this one. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, a little bit disappointing that the cards are not foil. And from this one, obviously, let me just get the Gloryfinder cards out of the way. This is mainly an Abysscraft card. You have another copy of Loki. And these are going to be your legendaries. We got a pretty good reprint, and this card is amazing as, you know, as a reprint. Cerberus is pretty good. Israfil, shout out to one of the comments. Israfil is going to be pretty hard to power crap. And obviously this set is amazing. The fact that it comes with one copy as a reprint, and well, obviously we have the evolved one, so it's actually pretty freaking good. Looking at all the other cards, this is Gloryfinder, this is Gloryfinder, this is Gloryfinder, Finder, Dragon's Oracle, amazing reprint. Just for the fact that I think the one from the structure that was reaching like $7 to $10 mark. So this is probably a little bit more of an affordable way to get your hands on the card now. Azazel is actually pretty good. The evolved one is a little bit tricky to get your hands on. So Azazel is pretty good. Let's see. Bell Ringer is another pretty good card. May Leader, it's in those high ends. Inside, Fate's Hand, Truth Adjudicator. This card's mainly are for Corn, if I'm not mistaken, when set 6 comes out. So obviously this might go up in price, but obviously since maybe people might start opening Gloryfinder boxes, they just want to get rid of their copies. Same with Penguin. Penguin came in a structured deck, and so on and so forth. And another card that is an amazing reprint is going to be Undying Resentment. This card was reaching $10 to $15 mark. I remember talking about it in one of the Market Watch. It only came into one of the structure decks, the Abyss structure deck, and it was very annoying that obviously the Abyss structure deck now is out of stock. So this card is extremely amazing as a reprint. So yeah, obviously you got the evolves, so they are pretty good. And obviously a Bell Ringer, and you got some Cocos, Mimis, and oh my god, these are some weird tokens. I did not notice. So even the tokens got the card treatment, they are not hardcover. That might throw a couple people up for sure, especially me. This is a little bit uncanny for sure. But I don't know how to feel about the tokens being, you know, all in the regular cardboard. A little bit hard to distinguish for sure, but yeah, another thing to keep up in mind now that the tokens are like that is to try not to shuffle your tokens with your deck. So yeah. Anyway, let's make sure that all the cards in here are not Gloryfinder. Obviously, amazing reprints from the Abysscraft one. So yeah, and going into the cards in here, Person is actually pretty cool. Draws you card. This card is amazing. Spawn of the Abyss. I'm so sorry for that. Spawn of the Abyss, pretty cool card. And probably it's going to be your glory card. You can see here a bunch of other cards. I haven't looked at this a lot, only this card, because I have something in mind for this. And this is probably one of the reasons why I just bought the entire Gloryfinder set. Since I didn't want to buy singles, might as well just buy everything. So this is one of the cards that I am looking forward into playing into the new deck that I have. So yeah, you have here Athena, and well, so on and so forth with all the other cards. I have no clue what they do because I haven't sat down and read them. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the Gloryfinder cards. I think we only have like 60 cards, 60 Gloryfinder exclusive cards. So yeah, yeah, put them in that pile. Let's go with Nadia. Same thing. Not much I can say. Already have talked about it. Leader, floppy, and let me sleeve her. Sleeve her. We got Nadia, and going into all the Gloryfinder cards, you have our first Odin in there, and but I'm mistaken, the other one we have Odin too. So this and this and pop 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 and pop and done. So looking into this one, obviously you have a couple nice reprints. Snow White was getting a little bit out of hand for the price. Ether of White Wing was also getting a little bit spiked. Demons Degree is actually a pretty good card for Gloryfinder. Sacred Please, same thing. Glow of Stairways. I mean, this is just a amulet based deck. Path to Purgatory, amazing card for Gloryfinder. This guy is amazing for amulet based decks. Debatable. This guy came in the structure deck. I think people are using it now since set 5 came out for Fable. Amazing reprint. Only came in the structure decks. Another copy of Execution is always good, especially for this format. Another copy of Dying Resentment. This is amazing. You buy one, you get two. Amazing. That's amazing, to be honest. That it comes with two, because it's a reprint that we really needed. So yeah. So looking into this, obviously we have Odin Gain Storm, and choose one of each. Oh, you select one card of each opponent's field and banish it. Alright, so I read it. I think it was written different, or maybe I misread the card, but yeah, this card is amazing. Gets rid of problematic cards whenever you feel like it from each field. But I mean, you could just use Demons Degree or any card that boards that deals damage to the field. But because by playing 8, you could have just played something else for sure. But yeah, Fafnir is a pretty good card, if you feel me. But yeah, anyways, pretty good cards in here. For the Haven, I was looking into a couple of cards. I know this Griffin right here is amazing. It's if your leader is a Haven, just search your deck for a cost 3 and cost 1 amulet, put them into the field, so shuffle your deck. So this is one of those cards. I have no clue what the ball does. Alright, let's start your end phase, select an enemy leader or enemy follower on the field and deal damage equal to the enemies on the field. So it's not bad. It's not bad to do some chip damage, but like I said, these are some cards that I kind of needed. I only needed this and this, and if I'm mistaken, I think it was this one. This card is amazing. Select a follower on the field and deal the first damage. Basically, just like deal the first, the second attack, and then the second deal the first attack. I don't weird wording for sure. Card is pretty good. The other effect is a quick, so yeah. This card, when it's discarded, I think it just gets rid of a card and draws you a card, or vice versa. It's a quick, so it's pretty good. And all the rest of the cards, I have no clue. I know Athena is actually pretty good. You don't take damage while the card is reserved, so it's a pretty good shield. Alright. let's see if we can just finish up the you know, unboxing. This video is getting a little bit too long for comfort, for sure. And yeah, so I want to start like saying some pros and cons. So actually, I'll say them as soon as I finish with the deck profile. So just, you know, leader. Get another sleeve for him. Pretty cool looking. Pharaoh, I think it's called. Alright. So this is amazing. This one you will have plenty of options for sure. Let me just focus the camera a little bit again. I think it got out of focus. Alright. Him has pretty good cards. We got Magnolia, Latham, this guy, Latham, I think. Arthur, amazing. Sky Fortress, amazing. Odin in here. And then some pretty good reprints. Albert, Aurelia, Gwen's nah. But Olivia was one of the good reprints that people were looking for. This is Gloryfinder cards. Leonidas is actually pretty good, especially when it comes with the Evolve. The Evolve was super expensive, so it's pretty good to have it accessible right now. Let's see here. Again, Staff Commander is a pretty good card. Disciple of Usurpation is a little bit weird, you know. But yeah. Ton of Circle Vision. Another Acolyte Slides, pretty good reprint for sure. Quick Blader, he only came in the structure deck, so it's pretty good. Demon's Epithet's pretty good for the deck, so yeah. And let me get the Gloryfinder cards out of the way. And I think that's all for the Gloryfinder cards. And you can see here a little bit uncanny, just having tokens floppy as heck. But this one has some pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot about this card. It's pretty freaking good. That's pretty much it for this one. It's pretty good reprints. Acolyte Slide, obviously anything that comes into the comes in the structure deck that is only structure deck exclusive. I find if it gets reprinted, it's a win. Obviously, it makes cards accessible. Like I was saying, some cards were super extremely expensive for sure. So obviously, having product like this that will just release that, it's pretty good. Now for I will not go too much in detail with this. I don't want to make the deck profile too, you know, the review too long. So yeah, you can see y'all. Those are all the decks in here and all the stuff. Now the only concern, my only thing is that for the price range, right, for cons, for the price range, you could have at least get some cards foil, at least the Gloryfinder legendaries and gold would have been amazing to have as foil cards. They would have been amazing. It's understandable. Obviously, maybe printing process might take a little bit longer or might be a little bit more tedious, but it would have been amazing, or at least to have the leaders and have them scannable. If they're not scannable, just give them a little bit of a glossy finish to them, just to distinguish and make them a little bit unique compared to the structure decks, or compared to the decks that, you know, everybody's playing. For the other one, the price is a little bit annoying. That is one thing for sure. The other con is that, well, if you don't have any friends, just bought this for the reprints. Other than that, you can't use Gloryfinder cards with, you know, in base game, unless everybody agrees that, you know, let's beat each other with Gloryfinder cards. Then that's the case. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, for pros, just got that out of the way for sure. So for the price range, you get some pretty good things. You can always get a deal for sure. Get it for super cheap. I bought mine for 110. You could get it for 90. You could get it for 100. So it's pretty good. So the amount of cards you get in here are pretty good, at least to start. Obviously, you only get one copy of each card. Well, for some cards, and you really don't have anything to start building your deck. But it's actually pretty good to at least get some very expensive cards like Olivia, Dragon's Oracle, and so on and so forth, so you can start racking your collection from there on. The other thing about it is that obviously if you have some friends and you just want to play something different, this could be considered a pretty good board game in case you want to just play something casual and you don't really want to play competitive like You know, do you want to go to advanced and stuff? You just want to buy, sleeve the decks, just leave them like that. Don't change anything. That's another good option if you just want to play this as a party game. It's pretty good and it's amazing. Obviously, it comes with everything. Some pretty good reprints for sure, and you know, pretty good. And the other pro is obviously the box. I always appreciate when product gives us box like this, especially Bushiroad has that one thing that they do boxes like this. We can see it in the premium stride decks. The premium stride decks are amazing. I always try to buy one of the premium stride decks when they come out because I love the box. I love the storage they provide, and they are amazing, especially for traveling and all the stuff. So they are amazing. Now, other than that, I feel like that's it for the entire like unboxing and review. That's my only complaint, that I wish some of the cards will be foil. I'm pretty sure they might get reprinted as promos, but obviously that will probably skyrocket the price and all the stuff. And the leaders are the one thing that I wish they were foil. This was the only thing that I wish it was foil, but other than that, it's a pretty good set. Recommend buying it if you want to hop on Shadowverse and you don't really have access to the old structure decks. You can start playing with this. Obviously, you need to have more three or more people to start playing the game. And yeah, other than that, well, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. But I'll probably give it like a 6 out of 10 for sure, just for the foiling, the price, and well, yeah. And obviously they're just Gloryfinder, so you only get one card, so you need friends. I don't have friends. Pretty sad, I know. But anyways, without further ado, that's probably it. Recommend it if you are interested in buying it. I will encourage you to wait a little bit more, or this is the perfect time. I feel like 110 is perfect. So yeah, shout out to JP Curtains. They're the ones that sold me my 2 bundles, and they shipped it pretty fast. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching and peace.